Hello everybody, my name is 𝘛𝘩𝘦. I am a senior history major here at Westfield State, and my presentation, titled The Native Dream, focuses on the cultural significance of dreaming in a variety of Native American tribes, as well as on the unique traditions and ceremonies of each tribe that revolve around dreams. So I originally became interested in this topic after reading The Mayor of Thieves by Cherie Dimaline in my Introduction to Native American Literature class. Dimaline is an Indigenous writer. She is a member of the Canadian Métis tribe. The Mayor of Thieves is a fictional young adult novel, though it is very enjoyable to people of all ages. It is set in a post-apocalyptic world in which all people except for Native Americans have lost the ability to dream. On the left is the traditional distribution of the Métis people located in modern-day Saskatchewan and Alberta, Canada. And on the right is the lovely Cherie Dimaline holding a copy of The Mayor of Thieves. Being a history major, I thought it was relevant to provide a bit of historical background. So the first migrations of Homo sapiens to the Americas took place somewhere between 30,000 and 12,000 BCE over the Bering Strait, which is located in present-day Alaska. After the end of the last ice age, rising ocean levels caused the Bering Strait to disappear, leading Native Americans to have a completely independent cultural development from Afro-Eurasians up until the Age of Discovery. Within the Americas were expansive trade networks between tribes, which fostered the spread of ideas. One of these ideas that did not take root in Afro-Eurasia was the circular perception of time. So a linear perception of time basically holds that events take place after the other and time flows in a straight line. Meanwhile, a circular perception of time holds that, time is circular. Events tend to repeat themselves, ancestors can communicate with the living, and so on and so forth. So here are the migrations of Homo sapiens. We can see they originated in southeastern Africa somewhere between 200,000 and 250,000 BCE before moving up into Europe and Asia, Australia, northern Russia, into North America, and finally into South America at around 13,000 BCE. On the left, you can see a trade map of Native American tribes. You can see these tribes were very interconnected, especially on the west coast. And on the right, you can see the overlap of tribal lands. We tend to think of tribes as having a cookie-cutter area that they resided in, when in reality, many of these tribal lands overlapped, which further fostered the spread of ideas. So the first tribe that I chose to focus on was the Iroquois. So the Iroquois considered dreams as a guide for decision-making. These decisions revolved around fishing spots, hunting spots, whether or not they would partake in war, what dances they would perform, who they would get married to, and basically influenced many aspects of their life. Failure to follow the guidance of dreams would result in misfortune, whether that be illness, death, or the death of a loved one. Iroquois men often embarked on dream quests as a rite of passage. In these dream quests, they would travel to isolated areas, they would fast, all in order to provoke a dream, in which they would often find out their guardian animals, which was basically an initiation rite to become a man. One thing that was very interesting about the Iroquois tribe was they saw dream sharing as a communal activity. So every morning, the first thing they would do would be to gather around in a group and share their dreams with one another, and interpret them and basically decide how the day would play out as a result of interpreted messages from their dreams. On the left is the distribution of the Five Nation Iroquois in modern-day New York, just south of Lake Ontario. And on the right is a mask from the False Face Society. So the False Face Society was a select group of Iroquois who wore masks in order to invoke the spirits and befriend them. They led these communal dream interpretations and rituals during major ceremonies that took place throughout the year. So the second tribe was the Inuit. there was a big connection between dreams and shamanism. So dreams played an important role in the initiation of shamans. Shamans were haunted by dreams and had to reveal them to the people of the village. They were then interpreted as strange omens. Through dreams, shamans built up knowledge of all things hidden to ordinary people, and ordinary people relied on shamans to interpret the meaning of their dreams. Dreams were also seen as a method of communication with the other world, with spirits, non-human entities, and the dead. In sleep, dreams, disease, and death were all linked through something known as the 𝘛𝘩𝘦. The 𝘛𝘩𝘦 was a shadowy, immortal component of a person that could leave the body during dreams and wander the invisible world. One quote from the Mayor of Thieves that reminded me of this link between sleep, dreams, disease, and death can be seen on chapter 2, page 18, and it reads, "Dreams get caught in the webs woven in your bones. That's where they live, in that marrow there." On the left is the distribution of the Inuit people in northern Alaska, northern Canada, and Greenland. And the prior point on the network of trade and the spread of ideas can be seen here. This was an Inuit shaman mask. So the final tribe I wanted to analyze was the Ujibwe. So the Ujibwe had a link between dreaming and the naming ceremony. So the medicine person was asked by the father and the mother to seek a name for their child. Seeking was done through dreaming. Spirits would give the name of the child. And then at a gathering, the medicine person would light tobacco as an offering and then reveal the name. Then the spirit world would accept the child as a living thing for the first time. The Ojibwe would also use dream articles, which were physical objects that represented dreams and visions. These would be stone pipes, caps, paintings, blankets, beadwork, miniature objects, and they would represent the subject of important dreams. As was the case in the Iroquois tribe, dreams would be invoked through methods such as fasting, isolation, and meditation. And what many people don't know is that dream catchers originally originated in the Ojibwe tribe. They were used as a filter for dreams to send good dreams to the sleeper and bad dreams away. Here is the distribution of the Ojibwe tribe, relatively close to the Iroquois tribe, located in around Lake Superior as opposed to the southern lakes. And on the right is a traditional Ojibwe dream catcher. Here are some of my works cited, and that is the end of my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed.